Hello there and welcome back to another Little Spark vlog. We hope you guys enjoyed our theme park series, but today we're going to be showing you guys all of the cool and fun merchandise we got while on our trip.
So one thing to note before we go over the prices is that since we are annual pass holders, we actually get a 20% discount on the retail price of all the merch. So the prices that we will be telling you are the retail price before our discount. And we were able to get the annual pass holder discount on just about every single piece of merch that we had purchased, except for the spoiler alert lightsaber hilts that we got.
So just as a reminder, we did go to Disney back in September of 2021. It is currently January 2022. But we do want to show you guys all of the merchandise we got. Some of it was, I'm assuming, probably specific to that time. Some of it may still be available. We're not entirely sure, but
one thing for sure is prices probably will have gone up since we went in September, like everything else.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend, that prices are steadily increasing for things. But we will have prices for the items that we're showing you guys today. So I think Marcus wants to start with all of the pins that we got.
So the first of the 50th pins I want to talk about is actually an 8-pin collection that was for sale. I got this at the Magic Kingdom, the Frontierland Trading Post. So this set retails for $125, which seems like a lot, but it comes with 8 pins. So you got the 50th Castle, you got the train, Space Mountain, the monorail, the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is no longer at Magic Kingdom, but it was a older attraction. A Tiki Bird from the Tiki Room, the Small World, it's a Small World pin right down there, and the Pirates of the Caribbean pin. Okay, so this 50th pin is a jumbo pin, limited edition. This pin retails for $40 and it actually opens up. What I like about this pin is that it has a lot more detail on the castle itself with the different 50th colors on there and the 50th decorations. It is much more authentic looking than the one that you get in the 8-pin collection set.
This is the last of the limited edition 50th anniversary pins that we got. So as you can see, has the number 50 for the 50th celebration, and then within the 0 we have a 3D Cinderella's castle, which also actually has a tiny 50th emblem on it, I believe.
Yes.
So this was the final of the limited edition pins that we purchased, and it retailed for $22. Continuing on with the 50th themed pins, we have this plain Cinderella castle. It features Walt Disney World spelled out there on the bottom, the number 50 in the center for the 50th, and has kind of a rainbow holographic
iridescent
colors. Iridescent, there we go. The 50th iridescent color scheme to it. And this one retailed for $10, so much cheaper because I'm assuming it's not limited edition and it is not as detailed as the other pins we have purchased.
Yes.
So next we're going to feature some of the character pins we got for the 50th set. So here we have Chip and Dale, and they're in their 50th anniversary outfits, along with the number 50, and there's some gold sparkle detail behind them. And this one retailed for $13. Next in the lineup is Goofy and Pluto, again in their 50th costumes, again with that sparkle gold background and the number 50. And retailed for $13 as well.
So since we became pass holders on this trip, we had to get the pass holder pin to go along with it. So this is an open edition pin as well, and this one retailed for $13, which is, I think, the best value for your money for a pin. I really like this pin a lot. You do have to be a pass holder in order to purchase it.
Okay, so a pin I was really excited to find, which I actually found unexpectedly on Main Street while looking for other 50th merchandise and other Halloween merchandise at the time, was this Been There series. So I have several other Been There series, specifically Disney's series that Starbucks does. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. So this is the Magic Kingdom 50th Starbucks Been There series collaboration pin. And I really enjoy the art style on it. It's very stylized. And I overall like the color scheme, the gold, the pink, the blue. And this retailed for $13 as well.
So moving on to the non-50th anniversary pins that I had purchased is this pass holder pin. And it's exactly what I said. It just says pass holder. It's a way of life.
A necessity when you're a pass holder.
Yeah, that's how they get you at Disney, is you become a pass holder and all they have to do is smack pass holder on any line of merchandise and everybody flocks to it. So I saw this behind one of the counters, and I'm like, I'm a pass holder. I'm going to buy it. So I bought it. And this one retails for $10.
So a new cult classic, at least for us, is the Skyliner. We finally got to ride this on our September trip. So we had to commemorate our first time riding the Skyliner with a pin.
Yep. So it says there's magic in the air. And there's Mickey and, is that Minnie?
Yeah.
Minnie in the Skyliner. And actually, I didn't even notice they have the two park icons where the Skyliner travels to. So you have EPCOT with Spaceship Earth and the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. And this pin retails for $10. Since we went to EPCOT during the Food and Wine Festival, we had to make sure that we grabbed a Food and Wine Festival pin. Now this pin actually was purchased for us by a friend who went earlier on in the festival. This is a limited edition pin, and normally for the Epcot festivals, you have to get these pins within the first week of them being released, or they will sell out. Luckily, we had a friend who was down there early on in the festival and was able to pick this up. And the last pin that we purchased at Disney World was from Gideon's Bakehouse at Disney Springs. Now, I forgot how much this pin retails for, but I'm pretty sure it was around $10. There is no price tag on the back, so. But it has the Gideon's logo with some bat wings.
All right, so honorable mention for pins. When you purchase something at Animal Kingdom, they usually ask you at the register if you would like to donate to their efforts for conservations. You can see it says Disney Conservation Fund. So Disney has their own special charity that they do to help with overall conservation and helping out animals. So if you agree to donate, you usually get a pin. They gave a pin for both of us. So yes. We got this very cute elephant.
And if I'm not mistaken, Disney will match dollar for dollar any donation that you make. So if you donate $1, Disney will match $1 towards the conservation fund.
Yeah, so you get to help the animals and you get a cool button.
Yeah.
Now we are definitely getting into my wheelhouse of the merchandise. This is typically where a lot of my merchandise budget goes, and that is apparel and accessories.
Yeah.
So we'll start with some shirts and jackets that we purchased while we were down there. So to start it off, I'll go with the 50th style t-shirt that I got. So it's a nice like dip dye, tie-dye type t-shirt. We got the Fab 5, 50th, Castle, fireworks. What more can you ask for? And this retailed for $37. We are very big Marvel fans. So when I saw this shirt, I was kind of shocked because this is kind of a niche Marvel series that came out I feel like is very popular, but overall was not expecting to see merchandise for this.
And it also came, the Marvel series also came out on Disney Plus pretty close to when our trip was.
Right, so I found this What If shirt featuring the Watcher and all of the new characters you meet from the What If series. And this shirt retailed for $25.
It is a very nice shirt.
Yeah, so again, I was shocked when I saw this. Marcus was on the other side of the store, and I was like, oh, I have to go show him.
And I think Captain Carter, who's your favorite character, is quite prominent in this.
Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper are quite prominent on the shirt, which I also really like and appreciate. So moving on to EPCOT, when we went to the new creations shop, we got to see a lot of new EPCOT and Spaceship Earth themed merchandise. So a lot of the Spaceship Earth themed apparel definitely caught my eye. One of the things I purchased from that line was this Geodecosphere themed t-shirt. So it has the same print throughout the front and the back. Has the word EPCOT on the sleeve. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but... And then also even says EPCOT on the lining around the back of the shirt. And I already wore this and I took the tag off, so I can't give you guys a price on this.
I have one.
Oh, Marcus has it. So Marcus got the same shirt, so I actually can give you a price.
It is $37.
$37. So kind of expensive for an overall, I would consider plain t-shirt, but the quality feels nice. The material is pretty thick and substantial. And like I said, it does have those other details like the word EPCOT on the sleeve and the EPCOT lining around the neck. Also part of that series, I have these EPCOT style sweatpants. So these are kind of an interesting material. They're not quite cotton. I'm not really sure what you would call this.
It's almost like a dry fit.
A really thick dry fit material. But they're overall white, but they do have this gray detail that goes all the way down to
it's almost elastic,
the
like
bottom.
An elastic waistband material.
And that says EPCOT all along the edge. And again, these are very thick, very substantial. We're from New England, so these are perfect this time of year. So again, I have already worn those. I took the tag off. I can't give you guys a price on that, but I want to say it's anywhere probably in that $35 to at most $45 price range. But
it was pretty comparable to the t-shirt.
Yeah, I think they were pretty close.
Yeah. So the last EPCOT merch item that we purchased, well, I purchased, is the EPCOT Jacket.
Ooh, it's so reflective. It's picking up kind of blue on the camera, but I promise you guys it is...
It's actually a darker silver gray.
Yeah, it's gray.
But on the back, it says EPCOT.
So this jacket actually has a lot of really nice details. So at the collar, it is a pretty stiff collar, so that should hold up and provide you some warmth up there. And then it does have these two snaps. So it kind of has a snap feature here at the collar. There's a really nice vertical pocket here at the chest. And then again, just has this like windbreaker style fabric on the sleeves.
One thing to note about this jacket too is that the zipper's not directly in the center. So it is off to the edge a little bit, so it can look a little funny.
I think it looks a little more contemporary.
Yeah. And this jacket was $80.
Yeah, so this was the more expensive of the apparel items that we got while we were down there, but...
The jackets are normally more expensive, and for a Disney jacket, it's actually a decent price.
I mean, when you really think about it, Spirit jerseys are going for anywhere from $65
right?
to $80. I think it depends on the material and what's printed on it.
Yeah.
So the final t-shirt that I purchased while we were down there was this Food and Wine Figment pass holder shirt. So this is a shirt you can only purchase if you are a pass holder. It has Figment as a chef. Journey into Culinary Delight. Very cute. And this one retailed for $37.
And it does say pass holder on the back.
Next, we're going to move into headwear. So one of my favorite purchases this whole trip, and I was really looking forward to finding these, were the Disney and Bobble Bar mini ear headband. So it features this really pretty white and black polka dot bow, and it has these two little flowers on the sides as well as pearl details going along the edge. These are on the more expensive end of Disney's ears, so these were about $50, and I'd say they're worth the $50 because it's a collab. So normally those collab ears are going to be a little bit more expensive, and the bow on this compared to other normal mini ears is going to be on the larger side, as well as like the nicer like actual metal flower pieces and the actual like 3D pearls on the side, which again on like traditional mini ears probably would have been sewed on, which would have looked a little cheaper. So I honestly think $50 was not a bad price for these.
And any Mickey or any Minnie or Mickey ears that you see at the parks will normally retail around $30 to $40. So an additional $10 for a nice set of ears like that, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. So again, at the Creations shop, this hat was not part of any EPCOT or Spaceship Earth collection, but it just gave me these like 90s vintage vibes, so I had to get this. So this is the kind of Fab 5 denim baseball cap, and I have not worn this yet. This retails for $30, so pretty expensive for a ball cap, but super cute. This is probably coming with me on our next trip. So if you see it again, you'll know where.
It's also not fitted in the back either. It's actually have the little, almost like a belt pull string, so it's not a snapback either.
Next, I'm going to show you guys my 50th Been There series Starbucks Disney World collaboration tote. So again, this is something I just kind of stumbled on. I think they actually came out the same day that I saw them in the store, because I had not seen them on Instagram, not seen anybody else really talk about them. But I saw it and thought I loved the art style, loved the color scheme, had to get it. Features a lot of Disney World icons. We're not going to go through them all on here, but a lot of Disney World icons.
Is it the same print on both sides?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes, okay. So it is the same print on both sides.
And this guy retailed for $28. So, moving right along with bags, given that Spider-Man has been getting a lot more attraction in the Disney universe, I saw this Spider-Man loungefly, and I had to get that. Spider-Man is my second favorite of everybody, but I really like it. It's got that classic Spider-Man look. There's no mistaking this is definitely a Spider-Man bag. And on the back inner part it says, I don't know if you guys can see it, The Amazing Spider-Man. I did notice, however, when we finally got home, that this attachment part on the back of the bag is like coming off, so I was really upset because this is $85. So this tiny little backpack is $85, and I don't know if I didn't notice this when I bought it. I could have swore I really gave it a good look over to make sure that there was nothing wrong with it. Maybe this happened like during travel, maybe it got caught on something, I'm not sure. But I was really upset when I saw that essentially this bag is like falling apart already. So
we could try to fix it though.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but anyway, it's a nice looking bag. $85 retail price. Spider-Man backpack.
Spider-Man.
And the final item for this apparel and accessories category was this, I guess like Disney Princess Sidekick magic band, yep. But it is the Dooney and Bourke magic band. So this is the box it came in. So there's Dooney and Bourke on the side. So this is what the magic band actually looks like. So it is a white background with all of the Disney Princess Sidekicks on there. So it features a gold Dooney and Bourke slider. which I'm debating taking off because honestly it does kind of get in the way. But as you can see, lots of cute Disney princess friends all along the outside. So this magic band retailed for $48.
So definitely one of the more expensive magic bands.
Yeah, Dooney and Bork, they also do the different purse and wallets and satchel designs that you'll see in Disney. They also do the magic bands. They're going to be on the more expensive side. They're a more luxury designer brand, so that's why those are going to be more expensive. Now we're going to get into probably our favorite things. Some of our favorite things.
Yes.
Most anticipated things that we were looking forward to going into our September 2021 trip. And that was a lot of the merchandise we saw at Galaxy's Edge.
So first we'll start off with the smaller items that we purchased in Galaxy's Edge. So first up, in this space pouch, we have a space spork. So we talked about this in our last
Disney Springs /
Springs
Hollywood
Day.
Studios Day.
Yeah, where we only went to Hollywood Studios to eat at Docking Bay 7, which is where we purchased these sporks. They used to give these out, not for free, but they were your utensil at Docking Bay 7, but a lot of people were stealing them. So Disney decided to not give them out as their utensils and charge an extra price, and then you can keep it. So each spork was $12. And we got 2 of them, one for each of us. Have not used them yet, but they look cool.
So if you are a Star Wars fan, you'll know that there is a card game that a lot of the characters have played throughout different movies and series, and that is Sabacc. So I saw this and was like, oh my gosh, we have to get it so we can play our own Sabacc. And we have played this a couple of times actually already. It is kind of confusing.
It takes some getting used to.
But you can leave the instructions out and learn as you go, and it actually is a really fun game to play.
It is for 2 to 8 players.
Yeah, so a lot of people can play at one time, and the retail for this is $17. And this is the carrying case. It actually is really nice. It has a nice design and it's pretty sturdy. And then you just kind of open it up and the cards are inside there.
So in Galaxy's Edge, they have special sodas. So they have Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite, but they are themed to the thermal detonators used in Star Wars. So we had to get at least one of them, and we brought it home. So actually it still has a little bit of Coke.
Oh my god, I just saw that! It still has some authentic Galaxy's Edge Coca-Cola. I was like, what's shaking around in there?
We got the thermal detonators at the popcorn stand in the marketplace at Galaxy's Edge. There's also a couple droid carts that sell them around Galaxy's Edge, and they retail for, I believe this was $5.50 for one bottle of Coke.
So this next item, I feel like we were kind of conned into purchasing.
Yeah, I was, more specifically, I was duped into getting this. So we didn't show it on camera, but we went to Oga's Cantina, which is a space cantina in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, it's like a bar.
And I ended up buying the souvenir mug glass that they had.
It looks like
It actually tells the story of Return of the Jedi. So there's Ewoks on there. There's the second Death Star.
it kind of looks like a wooden carving, like mug, like as if this cup was. It started as a piece of wood that was carved to have all of the detail on the outside.
So this mug, which I did not know before I said, yes, I'll take it, was $45. But that did include the drink that I got in it, but it was a non-alcoholic drink, so
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Probably not.
So something Marcus is a sucker for, you
Yeah.
guys will probably see in future vlogs, is anything related to Disney World transportation or Disney World attraction vehicles.
Yes. So at the First Order gift shop, which was near where Kylo Ren meets by his ship, they had the First Order short range evacuation vehicle, which is what you enter into. Actually, on the back. So on the back, you can see what this includes. So it has the Rise of the Resistance ride vehicle with the droid, and you enter into this evacuation vehicle, the larger red spaceship, and this is how you basically escape from the Star Destroyer on the Rise of the Resistance ride.
So this is kind of like a mock-up of the vehicle you're actually in when you are riding Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
It just has a little droid in there as well.
Yep, right at the front.
So Marcus was contemplating this, but I knew in the end he was going to get it because it was a new ride and we hadn't been on it yet. And
so this was actually a little bit pricey. This was a $75 toy, essentially. Have not opened it yet.
Will probably never be opened, to be honest. Alright, so I feel like this deserves a drum roll, but this is the Ahsoka Tano lightsaber set. This is the Legacy lightsaber set. I actually, since we've been to Disney, we went to the Providence, Rhode Island Comic-Con, and she was there, Ashley Eckstein. She's the one who voices Ahsoka Tano in Clone Wars and many of the other Star Wars series, and I had her sign the top of the box, so you can see the message I wanted and her signature there. And in the front of the box we have Ahsoka's emblem. So let's pop it open and see the inside. So Ahsoka wields two lightsabers. The shorter one is called a shoto. So we have the larger of the two plus the shorter of the two. And these actually, when you turn them on, because she has two different color lightsabers in the Clone Wars series, depending on which setting you have it on, they can be blue or green. So that's really cool. So for just the hilts and the box, this retailed for $219.
So while Becky got the Ahsoka Tano lightsaber hilts, I opted for the Luke Skywalker one from Return of the Jedi. So it has the Rebel Alliance emblem in green on the front. So opening it up, got Luke Skywalker's hilt. The switch is right here to ignite the blade. And this lightsaber hilt retails for $150 at the time when we purchased it. So one thing about the Luke Legacy lightsaber is that in order to put the blade in, they give you a different emitter. So underneath the holder, they give you another emitter to allow you to insert the blades to light it up.
So when I got her lightsabers, I wanted to honor the fact that one is longer than the other, so I did get a medium-sized blade for the larger hilt and the small-sized blade for the shoto.
Right, so there are three different length blades that you can purchase, small, medium, or large, and they range from anywhere from, I think, $35 to $50.
Last but certainly not least in our merch categories is miscellaneous. So I hopped on the Nuimos train very early. I have several of the Nuimos, and of course during Halloween time they came out with two very special Nuimos. One of them being Jack Skellington. So here is this precious skeleton king boy.
And Sally.
Precious ragdoll girl. And both of them retail for $22. So I couldn't resist. I had to add them to my Nuimos collection.
And we justify that by saying that they're Halloween decorations. So another miscellaneous item that we purchased is a Mickey-shaped soap dispenser. So these started in Japan, and Disney decided to bring them over to the United States for the 50th collection. So essentially this is a foam soap dispenser, but when you dispense out the soap on your hand, it comes out in the shape of a Mickey.
Soap not included.
No, there is soap in here.
Oh, there is soap in there.
Yeah, it's filled with soap.
Soap is included.
And this retailed for $15, but I'm pretty sure that the price went up to $20 within a week or two of us being there. So I think it's $20 now. And one of the merchandise items that I always look out for on a Disney trip are these poster calendars. So essentially it's a calendar, but for each month there is a different, essentially attraction poster. So what you can do is you can rip off the attraction poster and frame it and display them around your house, which is what we do. So this retailed for $25. And essentially you get 12 pieces of art for $25.
And they're bigger than postcard size, which honestly we tend to buy a lot of the Disney postcards as ways to frame art in our house. And those are typically $12, $13 just for a postcard. So for the fact that you get 12 poster size attraction pictures for $25, essentially like getting them for $2 a piece. That's a great deal. Something I never thought I would say I would purchase at a Disney
park,
yeah, is a spatula. But Disney has been stepping up the kitchen merchandise. Disney's definitely known for their mugs, but they have branched out into other areas of kitchenware, and I bought a spatula. But it's not just any spatula. This is the Enchanted Rose spatula. I actually think it has a decent surface area, so
it's a pretty big spatula.
It's a big hefty spatula, and it has a stem for a handle.
It is cute.
Yeah, I've used this, so I don't have a price for you. I want to say it was anywhere between $17 and $23 when I purchased the spatula. But they had a bunch of other Disney princess themed kitchenwares, from aprons to pot holders to oven mitts to utensils like spatulas. So if you are interested in Disney kitchenware stuff, that has been coming out more and more, so keep an eye out for that type of merchandise.
Yeah.
Besides the delicious cookies that we got at Gideon's, I absolutely love the style of the art that's in Gideon's, and the artist's name who does their designs, his Instagram handle I know is Mr.Eyes.art, eyes EYES. And he has some of his stickers and postcards for sale, so I picked up some of the stickers. These are to celebrate the special flavors they had for some of the months leading up to our trip. So for the Halloween month there was this kind of like vampire sticker. For the summer months, we had this little orange boy. And then there was also, while we were there, this little lemon girl.
And they're cheaper souvenirs too. I think they were only $3 to $4 a piece.
So we were in a frenzy while we were checking out with our cookies. We're like, oh, we want the pin.
We didn't even know that they had stickers.
We want the stickers. We want cookies. We want iced coffee.
50th celebration. Disney has some reusable tote bags that you can purchase with the 50th anniversary logos on them. So they come in small, medium, or large. This is the small bag. And what I like about these 50th anniversary reusable bags is that each the small, medium, and large have different designs on them. So that's the small one. The medium one has Mickey and Minnie with the castle on it, and the castle within the 50. And then my personal favorite, the large bag. So one side is kind of plain, just having the 50, but the back has all of the different park icons on it. So like Becky said before, I'm a sucker for anything park specific, and this definitely screams me. So the reusable bags are decently cheap. I think the small bag is only $2, and then the large one may get up to $5. But overall, they're pretty cheap, and like you can reuse them, which is what their purpose is.
Disney has had the reusable bags for sale before, and they were again park specific. So they had a Magic Kingdom one, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, etc., which we also have those as well. But we had to get the 50th ones. Those were relatively new when we got there to celebrate Disney's 50th anniversary. So we had to get one of each size, because why not? About an honorable mention for Disney merchandise, because this is not something specifically you purchase, but is a great souvenir.
Yeah, I have to get these every single time we go, no matter what. And it's the guide maps. One for each park.
What's neat about the guide maps is Disney is changing and evolving all of the time. So even from when we went to now, there are things that are either no longer there or that are new. So in a way, these guide maps are kind of historic. You kind of get that piece of time in Disney history from when you were there. So even something like I noticed on the back of these mentions the COVID-19 warning. You know, this is something in the future we'll look back on and say, remember when they had to put a warning on the back of their Disney brochures.
And Epcot has, for each festival, they always have a festival booklet too. So they kind of have their own separate guide map, and within the festival booklet, show you all the different menu items from all the different food booths and the different merchandise that's available. So it's just another cool piece of stationery to collect.
That's going to wrap up our merch vlog. We hope you guys enjoyed looking at all of the fun, cool, nostalgic, and silly items that we got on our trip from September 2021.
This was definitely a trip where we purchased a lot more than what we normally would.
So we hadn't been to Disney since March of 2019 prior to our September 2021 trip. So much has changed. So many new things were there, like Galaxy's Edge we had never seen before. Yep. So all of that Star Wars merchandise. The 50th anniversary was coming up. Technically wasn't going on quite yet while we were there, but they had so much already prepared and a lot of the merchandise already out on the shelves ready for purchase. So we wanted to get our hands on some of that, anticipating that maybe some of it wouldn't be available by the time our next trip came around.
The Creation Shop was only open for I think a week or two before our trip. So with the opening of the new shop, they came out with the Spaceship Earth collection line. So everything kind of just hit all at once. It
all coalesced to a big price tag. If you guys haven't already checked that out, please go check our September 2021 vlog series playlist. You can watch it from the beginning and watch each park day where we might have picked up some of this merch in the vlog. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button, give us a like. Go ahead and hit subscribe as well so you don't miss any of our future videos. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. We appreciate having you guys around.
And we'll see you in the next vlog.
And we'll see you guys in the next vlog.
Bye.
Bye.